The phone vibrated in my hand. I didn't answer. I could hear the chaos through the speaker, shouts, laughter, a sound too sharp to be innocent. My chest tightened. I had walked out. $15,000? Gone. My wedding? Gone. My wife smiling at someone else, her hand resting on his arm like she had done it all along. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't look back. Not until the call came. "Where are you?" Her voice was a whip. "Why aren't you here?" I didn't respond. I let it hang. Let the silence stretch like a blade. And then the truth began whispering in my ear. Slow, methodical, insidious. Something wasn't right. This wasn't a mistake. I remembered the look she gave me when my mother arrived. The glance so quick, so calculating, it could have been missed, but I didn't. The way she stiffened, the slight tilt of her chin toward him, the so-called alpha brother, my chest turned cold. Everything before had been normal, or so I thought. Invitations, plans, smiles, rehearsals. But now, details slotted into place like puzzle pieces with jagged edges. Her phone was always too close, her laughter too quick, her excuses too rehearsed. And my mother-in-law, the architect of this orchestration, smiling in that way people do when they know secrets I didn't. I felt my heartbeat slow, ironically. A strategy formed in that stillness. I would not confront blindly. I would not break. I would observe. I started small. Phone records, texts that vanished too easily, emails hidden in trash folders, receipts for dinners she claimed were work meetings. I traced her schedule. I watched him. I became the ghost of my own life. I smiled at family gatherings. I nodded at conversations. All the while, beneath the surface, a cold plan took shape. I bought a test. Subtle. DNA. Questions I didn't need answers for, but had to confirm anyway. Every day, I rehearsed control. They would not see it coming. I would not let emotion dictate. I would move like water, silent and inevitable. And then the phone rang again. My mother-in-law's shrill voice. "You shouldn't be alone right now." I hung up. She didn't know I had already begun to untangle every thread of their lies. The envelope came discreetly, slipped under my door like a threat disguised as a letter. The DNA report. I didn't open it immediately. I let it rest on the table, a silent reminder. Then I looked at my reflection in the window, my face calm, eyes stormy. I opened it. Every doubt, every suspicion, every whisper of intuition confirmed. She had planned this. From the beginning. Every kiss, every lie, every carefully staged smile, just to replace me with him. My blood went ice cold, then steady. I called her. "Did you think I wouldn't find out?" My voice was even, flat, neutral. The pause on the other end was audible. Then a soft, desperate laugh. I hung up. I didn't need her explanation. I didn't need her justification. I arrived at their house the next day. Not as a man wronged, not as a husband betrayed. I arrived as someone in control, someone who had dissected their deceit and walked through it unscathed. I left the envelope on the kitchen table. No words, no preamble, just the evidence. She saw it. His hand hovered, frozen. My mother-in-law's lips twitched like she wanted to scream. I said nothing. I just turned, left. Her sobs echoed down the hall. He tried to stop me. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. I had given them the truth. Their own hands had written their damnation. And I walked away, as if nothing had happened. But inside, the satisfaction was surgical, precise, cold, and absolute. I sit now in a quiet apartment, lights low, streets empty outside. No regrets, no longing, only clarity. I think of her, I think of them, I think of every calculated smile, every manipulated moment, and I do not feel grief, only the calm, rigid understanding that I am done. Their world collapsed. My world, however shattered by betrayal, remains mine to command. I paid the bill. They lost the show. And I keep the truth, the quiet, and the power. The phone rings again. I do not answer. The last piece of them, now mine entirely. And I am free.